We are today at the Soledad community. This village was severely affected by ash, mostly ash and rocks that fell in this area. And behind me is Estrella. Estrella is a female horse, and I have here my friend also. They've been here for a week. They won't let them go out because of the risk of the animals eating the ash in the pasture. So they keeping me here, these four guys, Estrella, and the one behind me name is Chilindrina because some actor from Mexico. But this guy right behind me, the Estrella, she ran away when the ash started falling. His owner, Mr. Warcas, had to follow her around because the rocks scared her away, and he has to follow her to try to find her in the pastures and in the area, because they wouldn't leave her. They didn't want to leave it outside. They love him too much. Just as this guy loved me, she just followed me around. Hi, girl. Yeah, you're right. So they found her. They brought her back. He felt some rocks hit him on the shirt, and she suffered some rocks hits, impacts as well, but nothing serious.
This is the kind of stones that the volcano basically was throwing during the eruption. So different sizes, but basically this size was the one they were affecting these communities, because basically they were the smaller ones, but still we can see big ones falling down from heaven.
This is Huska. She's one of the three animals that belongs to Miss Miriam over there. These guys were very nice horses. You can tell right now that they lost a lot of weight. What happened with them is when the volcano started producing ash, they got crazy. They started running around. They tried to put them inside this shelter, but it's obvious that this shelter is made of zinc plates, which is a lot of noise. That's one of the things it needs to be considered when you do shelters or when you have something to put animals inside. This shelter caused a lot of noise, so they went crazy. They say they run away through the forest and they got hit by the rocks. They had to go and find them, and eventually they brought them back. This family says that they depend totally on the crops and these horses to move tourists, to move the food, the grain that they produce. So right now there is no crops, and so there is no subproducts for the horses. What I've been hearing from the people is that the ash being most likely causing some contamination, diarrhea and vomit, so which means that there are some minerals or gases mixed with the water that are causing the problem. We haven't seen blocking, but we've seen contamination and intoxication, and the animals die fast. So the main thing here is to make sure the animals drink clean water and drink clean food. That's the main concern, and then we're trying to make sure that the people does. That way we won't lose more animals. And we had to make sure they have some food for at least a month. We are finally reaching the Porvenir village, where we found many dogs and cats, poultry, not much farm animals. We have found puppies and cats, so we feed them as much as we could do. The situation is not as terrible here for the animals as they are. The people comes and goes. They feed them, and we just provide some water and food. We find no need for medications or antibiotics, something like that. We still need to go and see another village. But right now, the main concern is to make sure these animals are fed and they have some water to drink. Some people didn't leave the village, so they stay here just scared of the things getting stolen. So we'll continue visiting the area as much as we can. The volcano is located right behind me, and still in eruption mode, and there's a lot of risk coming out, and so we can stay more longer than an hour in each place.